Welcome to Command the World Stage. I am Naima Singletary, and today's topic is expanding your capacity to receive more attention online as a transformational speaker, coach, teacher, consultant, leader. I am here every weekday at 8 a.m. Pacific for about 15 minutes. And as a reminder, tomorrow, Thursday, and every Thursday, I am here at 7:40 a.m. Okay. Every Thursday, I am here at 7:40 a.m. and not 8 a.m. Okay. That's a reminder. So that'll be tomorrow. I'll be here at 7:40 a.m. I am a power mentor. I am a genius. I am built for, made for, here for, right? This is the question for you. What are you here for? I am here for helping other transformational leaders, consultants, speakers, teachers, healers come into the power necessary to deliver their distinct message, to transmute their pain and turn it into impact and supporting other people in their lives and profit and deep satisfaction. Like at the bottom of all this, when the lights are out, it's the deep, deep satisfaction. Look, that's for me. Maybe for you, it's something else. Okay. So this topic of expanding your capacity to receive more attention online, it came up inside of the CASH on Camera private Facebook group. So I've been here every day talking about my 5-day masterclass, CASH on Camera, which is coming up July 25th. And it's all about feeling the big energy. Like inside of this 5-day intensive, it's going to be a very sensational experience. Your ability to create, to manifest, to have is going to be something you're going to feel before it actually happens. And a big part of what we're going to be doing inside of this 5-day intensive is creating sensation in your body that's undeniable, that that wakes you up to the power that's already in you. Okay. And so what is happening is we're already talking about visibility inside of the private Facebook group. Although we don't start until July 25th, we have already started. And we're started by, I've been giving audio bonuses to get folks into a more than enough mindset, because more than enough is not just about money. It's more the attention, right? And more than enough is an energy, okay, where you start to create inside of yourself the capacity to have more attention on you from people online, more desire for people to work with you, and you being able to handle the desire for people wanting to work with you, wanting to give you money, wanting to trust you, wanting to send business your way. And also, right, because that's the wonderful side, people who will envy you, people who will be jealous of you, people who will, all that. Okay, that comes with the territory. And how do you expand your capacity to be with that? Come on, feel that. Okay, I'm even sitting in that more as I speak this. How do you expand your capacity to be with the fullness of that energetically as you're, before you even get on camera, even deciding to come into CASH on Camera? Even doing the sensational homework you're going to do inside of CASH on Camera, even getting on camera, putting together your packages, while all the stuff that is guaranteed to go on back there. Listen, this is your life. This is your life, your one life. Your time in this body is limited. Get present with that, darling. Your time in your body is limited. I know when you get online, it look like folks just wasting their time. Everybody just online, shooting the shit and just. But remember 5 years ago? What were you doing? What have you created since then? So this expanding your capacity is a sensational, physiologically. Okay, so in your body, it's a sensational experience. And a woman in the group was like, I struggle tremendously with allowing myself to have attention online. with receiving that attention, with letting people see me, with me being present online, with people, like how you're looking at me right now. People are going to look at you. I did a reel on Instagram and it said, a friendly reminder. Just the same way you look at people online and you make quiet assessments about who they are, you project onto them, you think you know them, you come up with ideas about who they are and who they are not. That may or may not be true. You don't know for sure. People are going to do the same thing with you. And guess what? The people who you have quiet assessments about, who you judge, who you say no, and I don't like her hair, and I don't like how she talked, and I don't like her voice, and she seemed like she this, and I don't like all of that you do when you get yourself. Do they lose sleep at night because you're passing judgment about them? Is their bank account hindered because of your thoughts and judgments about them? No, and neither were yours. Okay, now this is all, what I'm talking about right now is just conscious stuff. It's mental. And a lot of us got these ideas about, listen, how many of you already know how much of a badass you are? How many of you are always already like, I know I'm powerful? How many of you are already like, right, I know what I have is amazing. I know that I'm powerful. Come on now. You and every powerful woman you know already knows this. Whether you're married or not, whether you have kids or you don't, whether you have a college degree or you don't, whether you said it out loud or you haven't, you already know what you have can change lives. You already know it's very useful. You already know you can do it. You already know you're amazing. It's all in your conscious mind. This work we're doing inside of Cash on Camera. Cash on Camera. Cash on Camera. Cash on Camera. The link is with this video. Register if you are a high level, and let me be clear, okay? Even if you've never worked with a client before, even if you've never made money, even if you've never done a selfie, even if you've never done a video, high level means the work that you do is highly impacting people's lives. That's what I mean by high level. The work that you do is transformational. The work that you do, the way you support people, is core level work. As I said yesterday, you're helping them transform their health in some kind of meaningful way. You're helping them transform their relationships with their children, with themselves, with their spouses, with their employees, with husbands, boyfriends, and other people in their lives. You're helping them transform their bodies, their bank account, their wealth consciousness, their, all the major things that impacts people's lives, the way they think, their body, their money, their heart, their brain, their relationships. That's high level work. So even if you've never worked with anybody before, if the work that you do falls under any of those, you are a high level transformational coach, leader, speaker, healer, consultant. And if that is you, Cash on Camera is your ticket. If you're about working at high levels, energetically, spiritually, in universal law, truth, Cash on Camera is for you. This idea in your mind that you've been sitting with for Lord knows how long, that I know I'm powerful. I know what I do impacts people's lives. I know it's useful. I know it's powerful. All of that is conscious. Your unconscious, which is where all the sensation is. Ooh, the feeling. Okay, I'm getting ready to get online. How does my hair look? What's my background like? How do I feel? Who am I? What are people going to think? What is my mom going to say? What is my husband going to say? That right there. And there's some feeling right there. The feeling that you either do or don't want to feel. Okay, that is sensation. That is in your unconscious. That work is the work we're going to begin to do inside of Cash on Camera. So this is why it is necessary for you, if you're ready to command the world stage, if you're ready to come into a power that you've never been in before, you will have homework to foster the sensationalism in you. The goal is for you to feel it in your throat, transmute it, bring it up, for you to feel it in your heart, transmute it, bring it up, for you to feel it in your womb area, transmute it, bring it up, for you to feel it in your cervix, your vulva, your clitoris, bring it up, have it in your head, bring it all up, right? Then to the point where you feel it in your whole body and it's undeniable. Listen. And then from that place, you bring up, what is the desire? What is the message? What are you really here to say? We tap into the heart. You crystallize that in thought and being. Then you have it come out of your mouth and we help to put together what is coming out of your mouth. Hey, okay? So this whole, oh God, people seeing me and what are they gonna think when I say what I really wanna say? When I show up how I really wanna show up? Not trying to sound professional. Not trying to sound like me. And let me be clear about that. This is not about you being like me. I've had a lot of clients who started working with me, and as we progressed in our working relationship, they told me that they somehow thought they needed to be like me, or no, you could never be me. I could never be you. Like, why would you want to be me? And I don't mean it like, listen, yes, of course, okay. I can see the compelling desire to want to be like me because you like how I emote. You like how I emanate. You like how I be on camera. You like my confidence. You like my unfuckwithableness. You like my je ne sais quoi. It's because you want it for yourself. You want it for yourself. That's what's going on here. So the goal is for you to develop your je ne sais quoi, for you to develop your voice, to develop your unfuckwithableness, to develop your clarity of throat, clarity of thought, clarity of heart, clarity of pussy power, fresh, clear, open. See? And the work is sensational work. It's erotic work. It's of the mind, it's of the heart, it's of the solar plexus, it's of the vagina. Listen, do not be fooled by modern spirituality, okay? Let me look at my time here. Do not be fooled by what you see out here with your eyes. The wisdom is in you. Everything that you're going to do with me is taking you back to you. See, and that's why I tell y'all to get off social media and only go places that fosters what you know deep down in your womb. You have a womb. Do you understand? You have a womb. You have a womb. Life is not only the life that comes out of you in the form of your prodigy, children. Life sits in you. All of unseen life sits in you. What? Take that in. All of unseen life sit. Do you understand what you could do that a man can never do? Let him do what he does. You could never do what he does. Respect what you do. Stop. Other people don't need to respect it. You need to respect it. Once you respect it, everybody else gets in line. Do you understand? Take that. You have, everything is in you. The work that we do, whether it's in this 5-day Cash on Camera Masterclass or any other work we do, is bringing you back to you, your je ne sais quoi, your power, your voice. The majority of the people looking at you right now, they don't even deserve to hear your voice. Like, what are you doing? You see? So if you are who I've described here today and you struggle with the voice, the telling the truth, the integration of your whole self, this fake ass feminine I see out here, as somehow the feminine is docile, and this archetype that, like, who are you? Whose message are you connected to your womb? Who are you connected to? Where are you? Look, as a woman who's fully connected to all of who I am and gets more connected all the time and put my tentacles out here in the world. First of all, come home here. And then put my tentacles out there in the world to connect with others. And then allow myself to really rest in the unseen. Really call in untold stories, histories that's not in books. You need to understand who has written books, okay? The stories that are not in books, the stories that have been deliberately squashed, where women are included, and the stories that have been erected, and the way the warping, the deliberate, trillion-dollar, consistent, vigilant warping of the human mind Your best bet is to go here inside of yourself. That's your best bet. See, and then what happens is many of you have done that. And what you have come to know, what wakes up in you is in disagreement with the loudness of modern conversations. It's in I didn't get that. No, I didn't get that. And see, you scared to let that come out, see? Because see, the conditioning, the training has been going on before we got here. And the training was, you can't get a husband if you come out with this message. Men ain't gonna like you. Women ain't gonna like you. They gonna come lynch you. These are the hidden stories. And then the ones that have gotten out, why do you think they got out? Why do you think we even know about centuries ago, the mobs coming after women, the medicine women, the women who were waking women up? Why do you think you know that, but you don't know the stories of the women and what they did? Why do you think you know that? You think that's an accident? See, and there's a communing with self that is so necessary. There's a communing with women like me that's necessary. Your time here is limited. Do you understand? That if it's in you, it ain't going away. You think you could, because you get married and you put yourself up under some man and hide that you safe. That's when your worst pain comes. Ask me, I know what it looked like. I know what it feel like. You think you can get up under some man, have him provide and protect for you, and you can hide and run from the message that God has called you to bring forth? Them the bitches that end up under the hospital. Huh? See, because when you are called to bring forth the message, no human being can save you. See, this is not for all women. Some women are called in a very particular way. It is or it ain't. And when you get called to bring forth this message and you run from it, as I said yesterday, the degree to which you run from the power that you are, the degree to which you reject that you are powerful beyond measure, the degree to which you reject that you are powerful beyond measure is the degree to which you will suffer just to suffer. I'll tell you, some of the greatest pain I ever felt was married, completely provided for. All the things that the woman's supposed to want. This is how it goes. You have a man provide and get married, get you a husband. Because what they tell you today, your value is less if you don't have a husband, is what they tell you. See, this is what I mean, this modern conversation. Your value is less if you don't have a husband. Who are you? Like, what's your significance? What you haven't been approved of and ordained because a man decided and you decided to join under. And let's not even get into the history of the formation of traditional marriage. Talk to me about a spirit marriage. Talk to me about a God marriage. Talk to me about a marriage that happened before I even came into form. Talk to me about that marriage. Talk to me about a loyalty that's beyond feelings. Huh? Talk to me about a purposeful marriage. Talk to me about an elevated marriage that's taken us to the most high place to do what we really came here for. Don't talk to me about no modern institutional marriage. Did you create that? God? Huh? Goddess? Did you create that? No, listen, bitch, I reject all lies, all of them. I don't care how pretty they look. I don't care how much they fit into modern behavior and this modern conversation about a king. Do you know? Do you understand what real kings was doing? Real kings. Not your modern day, you need a woman to fall down and be smaller than you, king. Bitch, I know the truth. Huh? See, when you get down into your womb, you don't need to read a book to know. When you get down into your womb and you get down into the core, into the crux of woman, capital WOMAN, capital. You know what a real king wants a powerful woman in full power. He don't even want her if she not in full power. Don't come talking to me about this modern kinghood that these niggas on the internet is talking that shit. I don't care how pretty and intelligent it sounds. And until you come to me correct, and until you come to the queen correct, nothing happens over here as far as you and I are concerned. This is the power that every woman and every man needs to be in. The risen Christ that we keep hungering for, this true, incontrovertible power that will penetrate all things, that will kill anything that comes in the home, that will destroy anything that comes in the home, that's fearless. That's kinghood. And he wants a woman who's about it. Don't come at me with this docile. You find somebody who takes care of this house in that way. And this power that we need to really secure this home and raise up the house to really have a kingdom around here, that's what a king wants. He needs it. That's what a queen needs. So don't come, this modern conversation about king and queen, miss me. Until you operating from a womb, until you operating from a heart, until you operating from the depths, the ultimate, the true most high, that's devoid of how you feel, devoid of your ego play and need to significant, miss me. That's what I stand on forever. As long as I'm in this body, that's what I stand on. Come at me with that, or miss me. And every single woman, every single man, every single king, every single queen that's here to do what you came for, do what you really came here for, that's the energy right there. That's the energy. That's supremeness. That's it. And yes, you will pay a price for it. You're going to pay that's the most expensive price you ever going to pay. And guess what? Your deep satisfaction. I'm talking about the satisfaction of when your last 6 months in this body, your last year in this body, the deep satisfaction of knowing that you really got into what you came here to do, that you really got into the frequency of real king, real queen. And you may not be in a traditional marriage. You may not be that. And what's more important, that you feel like you in a traditional marriage, or that you do what you came here to do? See, and you don't get connected at that level until you really get deep inside your heart, deep inside your womb, and tell the absolute truth. Period. So this is listen, this is the game I play in perpetuity. It's the game I was playing, and I got scared living in this modern ass world with all of these circulating voices, disconnected from myself, and played this fake woman role. Fake. Now, I want you to know I have empathy around that. I know what that looks and feels like. I know it's a lot of loud voices around here, okay, about what you need to do and don't need to do. And we feel it sensationally as women, which is why the work we do inside the masterclass is sensational. It's to alchemize all of that in your body when you have men on the internet, your father, other men in your life telling you too much. Look at him. Look at what power he's in. Is he in true power? Or do you see the ego? Look at the woman who's talking to you. Anybody, look at them. Look deep. Look with clear eyes. Are they in true power? Telling you that you're less significant. Oh God. And you need to understand, when you're feeling that for you and the billions of women who have felt that. It's not just you feeling that. This is deeply ingrained into the psyche of humans. Deeply ingrained. You're not alone. This is why this work is a lifetime of work. This is why it's consistent. This pain that you see all of these women in, these women is blossoming, and everybody got a different situation. When I was blossoming, and when I tell you, ooh, okay, when you're blossoming, the bud coming up, it hurts. When you coming up under whatever this behavior, this fake, this, this nice woman that you've been being, because, oh God, right? Oh, whatever you think you're gonna lose as a result of coming into real womanhood. Full. I know I'm over time, so be it today, okay? So, I have two things I'd like to say in closing. One, life is a wonderful, wonderful opera, and it hurts. So 3 things I like to say. Number 2, the links are with the videos. Cash on Camera. We start July 25th. We're already having conversations and connecting inside of the private Facebook group. Please come join us. If you are the woman that I've described here today, if you're ready to be held accountable, do the work and commit. Number 3, what am I getting ready to say? Life is a hard game. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific. Thank you so much for being here.